You are now listening to the Life in Football podcast. Check out the new website, lifeinfootball.com. Once again, the website is lifeinfootball.com. Thanks for listening.
This is a new day to live your life. This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. This is a new day to live your life. This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. It's life in football. We are life in football.
Welcome to the Life in Football podcast, baby. I'm your host, Mike Feet.
And this your co-host, Cole Moore. You know we love life and enjoying football.
Top-notch coaches all around the world. Top-notch coaches all around the world. Today, our very special guest is Coach Marcus, and the last name, Flo. But he go by Flo Fit because he trying to get you right, baby. He training you. He trying to get you prepared, not just for the journey of the workout, but for the journey of life, man, because all of us need that at times. And the thing so special about it, that build character, that build discipline at the same time as well, man. And I'm just so happy he joined us here today. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and let C-Mo bring him on.
How you doing, Coach?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing?
Good, man. Good. Listen, you running that Lakeland area, man. I'm talking about you got dogs out there training with you. And I ain't just talking about the high school guys. I'm talking about you got college ballers who getting off as true freshmen, about to go into their second season of college ball. And you had running backs, DBs, wide receivers. You had everybody out there. So I'm thinking to myself, dog, he getting it like that. So what made you get into training the athletes?
Honestly, so growing up in Lakeland, I always tell people it's two types of kids to grow up in Lakeland. You either want to go to Lakeland or you want to beat Lakeland.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go to Lakeland.
Yeah.
But I just, honestly, I just never took school seriously. You know? So I ain't never had the grades to play.
Yeah.
I think I did track and field like 1 year.
Yeah.
You know, ended up going to regionals that year and then got to regionals and seeing how tall them guys was.
Yeah.
And then, you know, froze up.
Yeah.
But me always wanting to be a part of sports, you know, and just keeping it real with myself. And you know, it ain't for you to play. So take what you know and then translate it into the training. And then, you know, it just so happens to be a blessing that it worked out the way it's working out.
Now, with all them ballers coming to you and everybody hollering, Flo Fit, yeah, let me go train with him. How does that feel like your name just growing and growing and growing?
I honestly give all credit to God, man. Like, just because, again, like I say, like I've never been a top-notch athlete. I've never played college ball. But just for me to be able to have these kids trust me the way that they do, you know, and it's a blessing. Like, I honestly just credit everything to God, man.
Yeah.
I don't take no credit. I give it all to God, honestly.
I like that.
Coach Flo, how your journey started to want to be a fitness coach?
Started in Tallahassee, Florida, at Tallahassee Community College. I was a full-time student, and I was also working on campus at the bookstore, and I was working in the gym in the morning. So like I go open the gym in the morning, and then when the afternoon crew came in, I go do like 2 classes, and then I go to the bookstore and close the bookstore. So I was on campus like all day, every day. Yeah. And then just so happens, the guy working in the gym started coming in early to train one of his clients, and I just started asking questions, and he took it as, you know, me being interested, and then he ended up giving me my first client. Like, it was a young lady, and I think when she came in, she was 96 pounds. Yeah. And she said she wanted to gain weight, and it took me like a month. She was at 103. And after that, I was like, hey, man, this is what I'm doing. Yeah. This it right here. And then it ended up, my first athlete was also just a family member who played football, and it ended up to the point where he went from like a 4.6 to a 4.3 in the 40. Yeah. And all right, this is what we're doing.
Got to.
And I ain't want to, I tell people I can't, like my biggest fear is clocking in. I just like I love training, and I feel like that's my gift. Like that's my gift to the world. Like that's my that's what God gave me to give back to the world. Training and just working with kids. Like I say, like a lot of people can't work with anybody. Like football, basketball. Mother, daughter, like paraplegic. Like one person shouldn't like. That's a blessing for me to be able to do all those things at such a high level. Like that's God. I ain't nobody but God. Man.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, Coach, now kind of piggybacking off that, like, where you from, and like, give us a little bit of your background for us high school and how it was growing up.
Lakeland, Florida, born and raised. West 3rd Street, right there by the Coleman Bush building. Went to my first high school was Lake Gibson. And then just to make it make sense, I used to ride to school with Shannon MacArthur, Marquise Roberts, Steve Rich. So like I used to ride to school with them guys every morning. Yeah. And then end up being a knucklehead, getting in trouble, end up going to Bill Duncan. Did a situation at Bill Duncan, and then end up at George Jenkins. Knucklehead again. Yeah. Go back to Bill Duncan. So and then left Bill Duncan that time, ended up going to Lakeland, Kathleen for summer school, ended up graduating from Lakeland. So I tell people I'd been to all four schools. Yeah. And then graduated from Lakeland, worked at Publix for a little bit, and then ended up going to Tallahassee for a couple years, going to school at TCC, and just like school's never been my thing. Like I've always felt like school was just this is not my thing, right? Man. And I just it's again a blessing me falling into the training and the training working out, and then me just like I've always feel like God has been putting me in places to meet certain people. Like just me being here, like that's a blessing, man. Right. I ain't no athlete, So I've trusted God, and I'm not the super Christian, but I trust and I believe that everything happens for a reason, and it's been a blessing ever since. Like just to have kids like Gant and Glover, work out with me during the summer, like that's big, because they can go anywhere, they can work with anybody. But, like to have a situation where Gant sending me a message, hey, I'll be home in a week, man. Hey, that's big. Because he can go anywhere. He can work with any trainer. Right. But he choose to work with Flo. And that's like, that's a blessing, man.
You might end up turning the running back you now.
Hey, whatever it takes, man. Yeah. I'm with it. Like, and then even still, like I just moved back to Lakeland maybe like 2 months ago. Like I was in Houston for like 3 years. And I tell people now, like I want to be in Houston. Right. But I feel like my purpose is in Lakeland. Right. Because again, like a lot of coaches or a lot of trainers that would be training these kids are not like their availability is not as open as mine. Right. Because they coaching or they got, they work and stuff like that. So like for me to be able to do it like anytime, you know what I'm saying? Like even like after this interview, when I get back to Lakeland, 5:00, we at Simp. Yeah, on the field. And like they asked me to do that. Hey Flo, hey, you working tomorrow, Flo? All right, yeah, let's go, man. Yeah. So and then like I purposely make it, I think this summer I did like $7 a session. To the point where like if you come 3 times a week, that's $21, man. Yeah. But I do it on purpose so you'll come 3 times a week so you can actually see some benefit of it. Right. I tell once a week is good, but 3 times a week, like that's better, and you'll be able to get your form, get your technique down. So this way when you go back to school, you'll look different. Yeah. And it's just it's proven. Gant right now, like I think Gant the number 2 back on the team. Glover killing it. Yeah. Like it works. Right. It's proven that it works. And like again, man, it's just a blessing, man.
And you got Dion about to jump off at safety.
Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? So and then I just like I tell kids, like the younger kids, like the guys that you look up to, those are the guys that I'm training. Right. So it just makes sense. Yeah.
I'll add it.
Yeah, because I tell a lot of kids, like, as an athlete, regardless of what sport, regardless of what level, is always like you can never be comfortable.
Right.
There's always somebody trying to put you on the bench and keep you on the bench. It's always. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in college, there's always a freshman trying to come in to prove himself.
Yeah.
And there's always an upperclassman trying to keep his job.
Yeah.
So how can you ever be comfortable? Like, you got to work. You know, practice is not enough. Football practice is tough.
Yeah.
But football practice is not enough. You know, like, these kids today, they have a benefit of, like, seeing how your favorite player becomes your favorite player.
Right.
You know, because of social media, Instagram, YouTube, like, you know, like they're showing you that you got to do this extra work. You know, they're showing you got to go get a trainer. You know, you working out with your homeboys, that's great, but who correcting who? You know,
right.
Who telling you, hey, your left arm not moving when you turn? You know, hey, don't take too many steps when you go around the cone. Hey, stay low. Like, your homeboy not telling you that.
Yeah.
Like, again, I salute y'all for working because y'all got the mindset, hey, I got to put this work in. But, like, that trained person could also help you fix those little things that y'all can't see working out with each other.
Yeah.
So, like, that's the benefit of it. And again, like, you got, like, I posted a video the other day, Mike Evans, 10 years in the league, still doing extra.
Right.
Still working with a trainer. He still got a trainer. That's 10 years in the league.
Yeah.
Never comfortable. Because he know it's a draft pick coming.
Yeah.
It's always somebody coming.
Yeah.
So, again, it's just putting in that extra work, never being comfortable, never being satisfied, you know. Like, again, like, 100 yards a game is great, but, hey, why settle at 100?
Yeah.
You know, you could, I tell my son now, like, my son 10 years old. And he played tackle football last year. And he called me one game, like the first game, they blowing everybody out. He playing, he getting in, he good. So I asked him, I say, what did you do to help the team win? He say, I don't know. So I just left it at that. End of the season come, you call me, different phone call. Now you crying because I ain't playing. Hey, you're not good enough yet. It's playoff time. If we lose, the season over. Right. So I say, do you remember when I asked you, how did you help the team win? He said, yeah. I say, now as a coach, you have to look at that as, if I don't know how you're going to help me win, you might not play, man. Right. You got to get better. Yeah. So now every time he see me, hey, Dad, we going to train. Hey, Dad, we going to train. Because, like, I even told him, I say, like, even though you know you're not going to play, still, I want you to go to that game. Because you'll never forget that feeling of you sitting on the sideline watching your homeboys play. You'll never forget that feeling. Right. So now every time he see me, hey, we're going to train. We're going to train. Hey, my cleats in the car. Because he know, like, it's just building that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, letting these kids know that, like, whatever, you're not the only person working hard. Right. You're not. Like, it's 100 running backs trying to get 2 scholarships. Yeah. That's it. You know, again, like I keep going back to Gant because, you know, that's who I train. But like he say they 6 deep at the running back. Yeah. It's all right. I can only hand that thing off to one person at a time. It's 6 of y'all trying to get the ball. All right. So like practice is not enough. Everybody go to practice. Like everybody go to practice. Everybody doing the same workout at practice. Yeah. So what are you going to do to set yourself apart from the pool of everybody doing the same thing? Yeah. Right. Like you got to put yourself in a situation where you stand out for the right reasons. Exactly. Right. You know, again, like kids today are in a situation where you can see your favorite player, how like this is what he did to become your favorite player. Yeah. And the reason he your favorite player is because he stands out from the other players. Right. Because if he didn't, you wouldn't even pay him no attention. Yeah. Right. So it's just, you know, being honest with kids. Like I pride myself on being honest, telling like I told the kids the other day, like I seen a video where dudes say, I say, cause y'all real big on offers now. You know, I got 30 offers, I got 10 offers. I say a coach said they might give out 300 offers, but only give out 10 scholarships. Right. Out of them 300 offers. He say us giving a kid an offer is just really letting that kid know that we're interested in you. we may or may not, you know what I'm saying, deal with you. If it works out, great. If it don't work out, we're gonna go to the next guy.
Right.
You know, he said even at tight end, he said they got 10 tight ends on the board. They might pick one out of them 10. So again, it's 10 of y'all trying to get one scholarship.
Correct.
And you telling me, oh no, coach, I'm straight. All right. You know, I ain't gonna force it on you. Because I feel like if I gotta force you to work out, if I gotta force you to get here, like I'm setting you up. When you go to college, they ain't gonna be on your head like that, making you work out. You know, the expectations are gonna be you coming in shape, knowing your plays, knowing what to do, knowing like those are the expectations. So again, like you telling me, coach, I ain't got no ride. Hey, you get to the parties. You know, you get to her house. So you can get to the training session. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, like I talked to a kid yesterday. I say, like, y'all drive around Lakeland hanging out all day. Y'all can carpool together. You know? It's an hour.
Exactly.
That's it. It's an hour. Maybe an hour and a half, because we're gonna laugh, we're gonna joke, you know, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna talk trash a little bit. You know, I'm gonna try to route you up. Just cause, you know, let you know I'm 40, but hey, man.
I get out there.
Right. So again, that's gonna turn into a debate and stuff like that. And I'm also the type of coach that yesterday I'm training Dre. And Dre was like, hey, coach, instead of doing it this way, what you think about this way?
Yeah.
Hey, that makes sense. Okay, hey, switch that stuff up, man.
Yeah.
Because again, I don't know.
Right.
You know? Like I'm just going off of my God-given ability, my God-given talent, and then like I study a lot of videos just because I know I can always, you know, get better at something. Like the biggest compliment I got this summer, it was Gant saying, hey man, your drills done got better, boy. That was I smiled forever after that, man. He was like, boy, you done got better. Okay, all right, cool. I see you, Flo. You done got better. Yeah, that was the biggest compliment ever this summer. You know what I'm saying? And again, for these kids to have options. Because again, they can go anywhere. Like they can go to Tampa and work with some of these bigger name guys. You know, they can go here. But I choose to stay in Lakeland and trust Flo. Yeah. And I can never take that for granted. Because what I don't want you to do is be in a situation where now you go back to school, you look the same or you worse. Yeah. And then what you been doing this summer? Oh, I've been with Flo all summer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I tell kids like you making that choice, like that pressure always gonna be on me. Right. Because like I gotta make sure you elevate. I got to. Yeah. But if I don't, like if you look good, it's my fault. If you look bad, it's my fault. Right. Because you trusted me. You know, you did your part. You know, you paid your money. You showed up. Like you did your part. Yeah. It's on me now to make sure that these drills are at a level to make sure that I'm paying attention to the little stuff. You know, hey, you taking 3 steps instead of 2. You know, hey, you know, drop your hips. Like paying attention to them details, because that's what's gonna separate you, the details. So it's just again, like I always put that pressure back on myself. So even working with the high schools, like when I worked with Kathleen, like Coach Strong helped me so much because like I'm always just making up stuff, you know. Yeah. Like I tell people I cut the music on and we just flow. Right. Flow. So we just flow. Like whatever, you know what I'm saying? We gon' like I say I'm gonna take one drill and we gonna keep adding to that one drill. Yeah. And 10 drills later, an hour would have been unpassed. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So that, again, that's why I know it's a gift. Like it's nothing that I went to school for. I ain't got no college degree. It's a blessing.
That what might be saying.
Putting that work off. Hey, and I'm telling you, man, if y'all want to try to get your work in, and y'all want to try to get improvement in yourself and your fitness, man, get up with Coach Flo, man. Flo Fit. Y'all can find him on the social media. Yep. And where else they can reach at you, Coach?
Honestly, you just IG, man. Flo Fit LLC, MrFloFit, 863-535-5017. You know, sports training, regular people training. You know, I just want to be healthy training, stuff like, you know, I just want to be able to run around with the grandkids type stuff. Yeah. Whatever your fitness needs, man, let Flo get you fit.
Yes, sir, man. Y'all heard it right here. Mr. Flo Fit, man. He gonna tighten you up. He gonna make sure you get right. And I'm gonna leave y'all. I always leave y'all. Keep your head up and not down. It's your fall to the ground. This is the Life and Football Podcast. Catch you next time.